Hi everyone, I'm Doris from Susan's family. Today I'll be showing you a French blouse. For this electronic tutorial, you can visit our website by searching for soosodiy.com. This top consists of the back piece, the front piece, the sleeves, the hem, the edging, the drawstring, and buttons. Start by crocheting the back piece, the front piece, and the sleeves. After completing them, join them together. Then crochet the hem and the edging. Finally, attach the buttons and make the drawstring. First, let's look at the back piece, which includes Section 1, Section 2, and Section 3. Section 1 is divided into the body part and the collar shoulder part. We will start from foundation chain and work back and forth along the beginning chain. Several stitches will be applicated, all of which are marked on the chart. I won't list them one by one here. Please watch as I demonstrate the specific crochet method. Start with crocheting the body. For your convenience to see more clearly, I will use cotton yarn for this demonstration. Colors are random. For specific yarn, color schemes, and hook sizes, please refer to the detail page and the paper chats of our product. Start with a chain. Hold the yarn with the left hand. Hold the hook with the right hand. Make a slip knot first. This slip knot does not count as a stitch. Gently tighten. Adjust the loop. Now start crocheting chains. One, 2, 3. Keep going until you finish the required number of stitches. That completes the foundation chain. Here, my sample has fewer chains. For the exact stitch count, please refer to the chart. Next, work H1. Start with 3 chains as the beginning chain. These 3 chains count as one double crochet. They correspond to the last chain of the foundation chain. Then, in the second to last chain, which is the 5th to last chain here, pick up 1 strand or 2 strands to make 1 double crochet. Then, on the left chain, pick up 1 strand or 2 strands to make 1 double crochet. For this row, pick up the chains and work double crochets. Everyone finish the remaining part of this row. After completing it, check the stitch count for this row, including the beginning chain. The total stitches should match the number of foundation chain. That completes H1. Now work H2. Chain 3 as the beginning chain. Turn the piece counterclockwise. These 3 chains count as 1 double crochet. It corresponds to the last stitch of the previous row. Then work 1 double crochet in the next stitch on the left. Since this row is crocheted on the wrong side, the stitches correspond to the braid on the upper left of the double crochet. That means these 2 strands Continue working double crochets. The number of double crochets here varies by size. The stitch count here is not for reference. Everyone, remember to crochet according to the chart. After completing, work 3 chains as a spacer. Then skip 1 stitch below. Start from the second stitch on the left, and work the corresponding number of double crochets in sequence. After completing, work 3 chains as a spacer. Then skip 1 stitch. Start from the second stitch on the left. Work the same number of double crochets here in sequence. This row is crocheted in the sequence of the corresponding number of double crochets, and 3 chains. Below the chain, skip 1 stitch unworked. Everyone, finish crocheting this row. For the last stitch, pick up 2 strands of the third braid, the beginning chain of H1. That is, the 2 strands on the left side of this stitch. Remember, everyone, don't miss any stitches. The number of final double crochets here is the same as the number of stitches at the starting position. Everyone, please check carefully. This completes H2. Now move on to H3. Start with 3 chains. Turn the piece counterclockwise. Then begin from the second to last stitch of the previous row, and work a double crochet. Crochet until you reach the third stitch to the right of the left chain. After completing, chain 3 as a spacer. Then skip the 2 stitches below. In the left chain space, work a single crochet. Then chain 3 for another spacer. Skip 2 stitches. Begin to work double crochets from the third stitch on the left. Crochet until you reach the third stitch to the right of the left chain. Now reaching the corresponding position, chain 3. Then work a single crochet in the chain space. This row consists of double crochets and single crochets. Work 3 chains on both sides of the single crochet. Skip 2 stitches below each chain. Refer to the chart to complete this row. Likewise, for the last stitch, pick up 2 strands of the third braid of the beginning chain and crochet. This completes H3. Next, work H4. Chain of 3 for the beginning chain. Turn the piece counterclockwise. If you're crocheting a large or medium size, then work 3 more double crochets. If you're crocheting a small size, then there's no need to work the double crochets. That is, work until you reach the third stitch to the right of the chain. Then make 4 chains as a spacer. Next, work 1 single crochet in the left chain space. Then make 3 chains. Work 1 single crochet in the next chain space. Then chain 4. Skip 2 stitches. Work 2 double crochets. Chain 4 again. Skip another 2 stitches. Work 1 single crochet in the left chain space. And finally, chain 3. Then work 1 single crochet in the adjacent chain space. Everyone, continue to finish the remaining part of this row. For the last stitch, pick up the 2 strands of the previous row's beginning chain and crochet. That completes H4. For the last stitch of every row, is always worked in the beginning chain from the previous row. When crocheting in the chain, work into the chain spaces. Continue referring to the chart. After finishing the row before the first increase, which is H9 for the small size, and H13 for the large and medium sizes, start the first increase row. The row count here is not for reference. Make 3 chains as the beginning chain. Turn the piece counterclockwise. Then in the last stitch of the previous row, work 1 double crochet. This is equivalent to increasing 1 stitch. Then continue crocheting according to the chart. Work all the way to the last stitch of this row. Reach the corresponding position. Complete the final DC2 in 1, that is, work 2 double crochets in the same position. Crochet on the beginning chain here. One, 2. The DC2 in 1 is completed. This completes the first increase row. Continue crocheting. For the small size, finish H21. For the medium and large sizes, finish H20. Here, I'll demonstrate H22 of the small size. The row count is not a reference. Make 3 chains to start. Turn the piece counterclockwise. Then continue with 1 chain as a spacer. Next, in the last stitch of the previous row, work 1 single crochet. Continue crocheting. After completing the last 4 chains, on the beginning chain of the previous row, work 1 single crochet. Then crochet 1 chain. Next, work 1 double crochet in the same position. This completes H22. Continuing downward to the second to last row of the body. No new stitches are used. The last stitch of each row involves picking up the 2 strands of the third chain of the beginning chain. Refer to the chart. Continue crocheting all the way to the second to last row of the body. Next, work the last row of the body section. Chain 3 for the beginning chain. Turn the piece counterclockwise. Work 1 double crochet in the last stitch of the previous row. Then continue working the corresponding number of double crochets. The number of double crochets varies depending on the size. Pay attention and refer to the chart. After completing, the next step is to work half double crochets. One half double crochet is now complete. Similarly, the number of half double crochets varies by size. Refer to the chart and finish this row. Everyone, take a look. This is what the completed body section of the sample looks like. Next, we'll move on to the collar shoulder parts. It includes the left collar shoulder part and the right collar shoulder part. Continue crocheting back and forth based on the body. First, work the left collar shoulder part. Make 3 chains to start. Turn the piece counterclockwise. Then refer to the chart and finish this row. After completing H1, move on to H2. Here, we need to adjust the starting position first, using the carrying yarn across. First, enlarge the loop. Then pass the yarn ball through the loop. Slightly tighten the tail. Turn the piece. The yarn tail should be on the right side. Insert into the corresponding stitch on the left. Then hold the yarn with your left hand. Yarn over. Draw the yarn through. Note: don't pull the yarn too tight or too loose here. Keep the piece flat. This way, the yarn tail is adjusted to the corresponding position. This is the way to carry the yarn across. Then make one chain and work one single crochet on the left side. Continue to finish this row. This completes H2. Move on to H3. Again, carry yarn across first to adjust the starting position. Enlarge the loop. Pull the yarn ball through the middle. Tighten the yarn tail. Turn over the piece. Hold the yarn with your left hand. Insert into the corresponding stitch or chain space. Yarn over and pull through. The yarn here should not be too loose or too tight. Keep the piece flat. This way, the yarn tail is adjusted to the corresponding position. Then follow the chart to finish this row. After completing the last few chains, make one slip stitch in the chain space. Then make a chain to secure. Leave a 10 cm tail and cut the yarn. Hide the yarn tail following the texture of the piece. Everyone hide a few stitches before cutting off the excess tail. This way, the left collar shoulder part is completed. Next, crochet the right collar shoulder part. Turn the completed left collar shoulder part to the right side. Get the yarn. Make a loose knot with the yarn tail. Hold the yarn with your left hand. Insert into the corresponding stitch. Draw the loop through. Slightly adjust the loop size. Make one beginning chain. Then work one single crochet in the same position. Continue to finish this row. After completion, start crocheting H2. Make 1 beginning chain. Turn the piece counterclockwise. Then work 1 single crochet in the last stitch of the previous row. Work 1 single crochet. Continue to finish this row. After completing the last single crochet, work 1 slip stitch on the left side. This way, H2 is completed. Continue with H3. Carry the yarn across first. Then finish this row. After completion, work 1 chain to secure. Leave about 10 centimeters and cut the yarn. Similarly, hide the yarn tail inside the piece along the texture. This way, the right collar shoulder part is also finished. Section 1 of the back piece is now complete. Next, let's look at section 2. That is, this part on the right side of the back piece. Pick up stitches along the edge of section 1, and work back and forth. The new stitch used is DC3 tog. Please watch me demonstrate. First, get the yarn. Make a slip knot with the yarn tail. Hold the yarn with your left hand. Then, place the right side of section 1 of the back piece facing you. That is, the side where H1 of double crochets has a clear texture. The wrong side has a relatively blurry texture, and the starting tail is on the left side. Next, rotate the piece. Turn the beginning chain side to your right hand. Insert into the position of H1's beginning chain. Join yarn here. Then work 2 chains. Next, insert into the third chain of the beginning chain. That is, the same insertion point as the double crochet in H2. Crochet 1 single crochet in this spot. Place the yarn tail above the hook. Weave in the tail as you go along. Then work 2 chains. Next, in the double crochet stitch of H2, crochet 1 single crochet. Work 2 more chains. Then, in the third chain of the left beginning chain, crochet 1 single crochet. This is the same insertion point as the double crochet in H4. Work 2 more chains. Then, in the adjacent double crochet stitch, crochet 1 single crochet. This row will be worked as follows. In the insertion point of the double crochet, and in each double crochet stitch, crochet 1 single crochet. Between single crochets, work 2 chains as a spacer. Refer to the chart, and complete this row. After finishing the last single crochet in the final double crochet stitch, make 1 slip stitch in the left single crochet, then leave about 10 centimeters and cut the yarn. Hide the yarn tail inside the piece. This completes H1. Move on to H2. Turn over the piece. Place the wrong side of H1 facing you. Counting from the left on H1. Join the yarn in the 12th chain space. Note that the number of chain spaces here is not for reference. Work 1 chain as beginning chain. Crochet 1 single crochet in the same chain space. Then make 1 single crochet in the stitch on the left. And work 1 single crochet in the adjacent chain space. Next, work 1/2 double crochet in the adjacent stitch. Continue in the chain spaces and stitches of the previous row, working 1 double crochet in each. Everyone finish this row. After completing the last double crochet in the final chain space, pick up the last chain of the foundation chain, and work 1 double crochet. This is the adjacent chain. Next to the insertion point of this double crochet, pick any 2 strands to crochet. That completes H2. Below, work H3. Make 3 chains to start. Turn counterclockwise. Next, work 1 double crochet in the left stitch. Then work 1 chain. Continue working 1 double crochet and 1 chain in sequence all the way down. Leave 1 stitch unworked below each chain. Everyone continue to finish H2. Once completed, work 1 chain. Then skip 1 stitch. and 1 chain space of H1, work 1 double crochet in the second stitch on the left. Continue finishing the remaining stitches from H1. Similarly, work 1 chain as a spacer between each stitch. This completes H3. Next, work H4. First, turn the piece. Then carry yarn across. Adjust the yarn to the third stitch on the left of H1. Be mindful not to pull the yarn tail too tight here. Make 1 beginning chain. Work 1 single crochet in the same stitch. Finish this row. When crocheting, place the carrying yarn above the hook. Wrap it in as you crochet. This completes H4. Continue finishing the first 10 rows for small and medium sizes. Also finish the first 12 rows for large size. Pay attention, when carrying the yarn across, keep the yarn tail flat with the piece. And for some rows, you need to skip the stitch or chain space of H1. Make sure to refer to the chart while crocheting. Move on to H11 for small and medium sizes, and H13 for large size. Work 3 chains as beginning chain. Turn the piece counterclockwise. Then work double crochets and chains in sequence. Continue until you finish the last chain of this row. Reach the corresponding position. Now there is 1 DC3 tog left. First, work an incomplete double crochet in each of the corresponding 3 stitches. Yarn over. Insert. Yarn over again, draw the yarn through. Then yarn over again, draw through the first 2 loops. That's 1 incomplete double crochet. Now work the second one. Yarn over, insert into the left stitch. Yarn over, pull the yarn through. Yarn over again, draw through the first 2 loops. That's the second one. After completing all 3 incomplete double crochets, yarn over, and draw through in once all the loops on the hook. 1 DC3 tog is completed. This finishes H11. Next, we'll work on H12. Make 3 chains to start. Turn the piece counterclockwise. Then work into the chain space, and the adjacent stitch on the left side. Work 1 incomplete double crochet in each of them. Then yarn over, and pull through all the loops. 1 DC3 tog is completed. Because we started with a beginning chain, this stitch is a bit special here. Everyone continues to finish this row. This completes H12. Now move on to H13. Chain 3 as the beginning chain. Turn the piece counterclockwise. Then keep crocheting until you reach the last stitch of this row. After completing, skip 1 stitch. On the last 3 stitches, work 1 incomplete double crochet each. Then yarn over, and pull through all the loops on the hook once. 1 DC3 tog is completed. This completes H13. For the remaining rows, there are no new stitches used. Please crochet the remaining rows. After finishing the last row, leave about 10 centimeters and cut the yarn. Hide the tail inside the piece. This completes section 2 of the back piece. Next, let's look at section 3, that is, this part on the left side of the back piece. Crochet back and forth by picking up stitches along the other side of section 1. Please watch me demonstrate. Hold the piece with the right side facing you. Rotate the foundation chain of section 1 to your left hand. Join the yarn at the last stitch of H2 on the collar shoulder part. Make 1 beginning chain. Then, insert into the spot where the single crochet was worked. Crochet 1 single crochet. Next, make 2 chains for spacing. Then, work 1 double crochet. In the left double crochet. Then make 2 chains as a spacer. Next, at the insertion point of this double crochet, crochet 1 single crochet. In this row, you'll also work single crochets in the double crochet stitches and insertion points of the double crochets. Make 2 chains as a spacer between the single crochets. Everyone, continue to finish this row. After completing the last 2 chains, at the insertion point of this double crochet, make 1 slip stitch. That's how you complete H1. Now move on to H2. Start with 3 chains as the beginning chain. Turn the piece counterclockwise. Then crochet 1 double crochet in the left chain space. This row involves working corresponding stitches in the chain spaces and stitches. Everyone, finish this row. That completes H2. Continue with H3. First, carry the yarn across to the corresponding position. Then make one beginning chain. Crochet one single crochet in the same position. Keep going until you finish this row. Pay attention to wrapping the carrying yarn. Note: the single crochet stitch on the right side of H2 needs to be skipped. That completes H3. Everyone, continue to finish the remaining rows of section 3. After completing, break the yarn. Hide the tail inside the piece. That concludes the explanation for section 3. Next, let's look at the front pieces. It includes the left front piece and the right front piece. The left and right here refer to the actual left and right when wearing it. Both front pieces are divided into section 1 and section 2. The crochet method is similar to that of the back piece. The new stitches used include DC2 tog. Then, I'll use the small size right front piece as an example. Let me demonstrate the DC2 tog. First, refer to the chart. Crochet all the way down to the row before the DC2 tog. Pay attention, this demonstration uses the small size right front piece as an example. Chain 3 for the beginning chain. Turn the piece counterclockwise. Then continue crocheting until you complete the last double crochet of this row. After completing, work the final DC2 tog. In the 2 stitches on the left, work 1 incomplete double crochet each. 1, 2. Then yarn over, and draw through all 3 loops on your hook. That completes the DC2 tog. Everyone can continue to refer to the chart and finish both the left and right front pieces. Next, let's look at the sleeves. The crochet method for both the left and right sleeves is identical. Each sleeve is divided into the sleeve body and the sleeve cap. We will start from foundation chain and work back and forth along the chain. There are no new stitches used. Everyone can refer to the chart and finish crocheting both sleeves. Now we move on to joining. This includes joining the front and back pieces, as well as joining the sleeves. First, let's look at the connection between the front and back pieces. This includes the body section connection and the collar shoulder part connection. Start by joining the body section. Once that is done, join the shoulder parts. Please watch as I demonstrate. First, take the back piece and the right front piece. Place the two pieces with their wrong sides facing each other. Make sure the right sides face out. Position the back piece toward yourself. Insert into the edge stitch of the back piece. Join the yarn here. Work 3 chains as a beginning chain. These 3 chains count as 1 double crochet. Next, insert into the right front piece. At the beginning chain on the edge. Pick up 2 strands and pull through. Work 1 double crochet here. Then work 1 double crochet in the adjacent stitch of the back piece. Next, work 1 chain. Then skip 1 stitch on the front piece. Work 1 double crochet in the second stitch on the left. Then work 1 chain. Skip 1 stitch on the back piece. Work 1 double crochet in the second stitch on the left. Then work 1 chain. Skip 1 stitch on the front piece. Work 1 double crochet in the second stitch on the left. Everyone continue working this way. After completing the edge double crochet of the back piece, work 1 more double crochet in the last stitch of the front piece. Fasten off. Hide the yarn tail inside the piece. This way, the body section of the right front piece is now joined. Join the left front piece in the same method. Again, place the two pieces with wrong sides facing each other. Place the right side of the left front piece facing you. Use the same method as before. Finish joining this edge. This completes the explanation of joining the body section. Next, we'll join the collar shoulder part. Here, start by joining the right collar shoulder part. Place the front and back pieces with their right sides facing each other. The wrong sides should face outward. Position the front piece so it faces you. Align the edges of the two pieces. Also align the top edges. Insert into the position of the edge stitch of the front piece. At the same time, insert it through the edge stitch of the back piece. Join the yarn here. Then work 2 chains. Next, insert into the adjacent position. Make 1 slip stitch. Work 2 more chains. Then insert into the position on the left side. Remember to insert through both the front and back pieces at the same time. Make 1 slip stitch. Work 2 more chains. The connection for the collar shoulder parts is done by repeating 1 slip stitch and 2 chains. The insertion point of the slip stitch isn't fixed. As long as during the joining process, both pieces remain flat, that's fine. After you've joined this entire edge, cut the yarn after completing the last slip stitch. Hide the yarn tail inside the piece. That's how you complete the right collar shoulder part connection. Use the same method to also complete the joining for the left collar shoulder part. Again, with the wrong sides of the 2 pieces facing outwards. Place the back piece towards you. And join the yarn at the edge position. Then keep joining all the way to the top of the front piece. That concludes the joining for the front and back pieces. Next, we'll move on to joining the sleeves. First, join the sleeve piece into a tube shape. Then, join it to the underarm positions of the front and back pieces. Watch me demonstrate. Take one of the sleeves. Place it right side facing up. Fold it neatly in half. This means the wrong side of the sleeve will be facing outwards. Insert into the last chain of the foundation chain. That's the insertion point for the final double crochet. At the same time, insert it into the first chain. Join the yarn here. Then work 3 chains. Then make 1 slip stitch on the left side. Work 3 more chains. Next, make another slip stitch on the left side. Pay attention, insert through both front and back layers at the same time. Join this edge by using the method of alternately crocheting 1 slip stitch and 3 chains. Note that the insertion point for the slip stitch is not fixed. Just keep the piece laying flat. Once done, fasten off. Hide the tail inside the piece. Next, connect the sleeve to the armpit. This is also done on the wrong side. Fold the sleeve in half. Find the middle position of the top row. Then locate the connection point of the collar shoulder part. Secure it with a yarn tail or stitch marker. After that, find the connection point for the bodice armpit section. Match it with the corresponding point on the sleeve. Mark it with a stitch marker. Then secure 2 more points in the middle. Make sure the piece stays flat and aligned. Once secured, start the joining. You can begin at the underarm connection point. Also use the method of alternately crocheting 1 slip stitch and 3 chains. Everyone should join this round carefully. Pay attention to keeping the piece flat. Adjust as you go. Make sure the sleeve doesn't get joined crookedly. Ensure the positions marked by the stitch markers don't shift out of place. When you encounter a carrying yarn, wrap it into the stitches. After completing, at the starting chain, join with a slip stitch. Tighten it. Cut the yarn. Hide all the yarn tails into the piece. Everyone, take a look. This is what it looks like after completing 1 sleeve. For the other sleeve, use the same method to join it on the other side. It's also done on the wrong side. That concludes the explanation for joining the sleeves.